Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do some more daily races. This is race B, GR3 category. We need racing hard tyres, we'll just stick them on now. We are racing using the RSR Porsche. So let's get into it. You might have seen in my last video guys, I have dropped the livery I did for this. We'll throw up the good evening and have a good race as we always do. You never know, we want to see you guys spread the love. I currently started in P8. Pay attention to H. Shiraji. He doesn't do anything wrong, it's actually me that knocks him off. I do get a penalty, but as you'll see at the end of the race, it does work itself out. So yeah, getting ready to go now. Let's have a look at the car. She's looking nice there. So yeah, one thing to note about this track guys, I don't know how many of you did this race. I am behind, so this is, as I'm recording this is my voiceover, this is last week's daily races. I'm working full time, I've got 3 kids, I find little time, but I am slightly behind. But yeah, this track was almost slippery underfoot. The slightest bit of extra throttle and it was spinning out and all sorts. So as you'll see as we go around the track, I do kick out a couple of times and things in this race and the next one. So yeah, I do actually like this track. I think it's a good track. Some nice points in it, especially with the long straights. It really shows you what cars are quicker. This bend here, as you come around here now, on the right hand side it gets tight, but then you almost turn into the right then to the left, so it can catch you off guard. So we're currently P8 still. Little kick out there. Try and use the slipstream. I've got Luke Fennings there. Get behind him for the slipstream. There we go, out of the tunnel. So as we turn here, that's another right hand side. Oh, he sort of comes across in front of me. I knock him off. I then go ahead, which means I get the 3 second penalty, which, you know, it's understandable, I get that. He does come back around me soon. He will take our penalty. I was a little concerned when I first did it because I really didn't mean to hit him off, and I was looking at the names on the left hand side and I was like, where is he? He's gone. But he does come back, as you'll see. So we are heading for lap 2 now. This is the lap that the penalty will be served on. I am still playing with manual gearing, using the buttons. Little kick out there, see what I mean? Got to be so careful on this track. This conditioning, it was almost like oily on the floor. It's really good, you know, it makes you fight the car. He come up sort of tanking it in there. I think that's why he went invisible, so he didn't cause a crash. Again, that little right hand side there. Catch that curve, it's going to spin you out. We come back down now. Around and ready for the tunnel again. So I have to take a penalty here, so I'll move over just because obviously I go invisible anyway, so they can't hit me, but just courteous to get out of the way. There he is. Shiraji's just come past me. So I've now dropped down to 10th thanks to my penalty, which, as I say, was my fault. This corner is really deceiving. There's a little bit of curve there just before the bridge on the right hand side, and it's so easy to catch yourself on that. And I feel like I was getting a little bit too wide there, but I don't know. Everyone's swapping out. back around now through the tunnel, back around towards the straight, where we will clock onto the third lap. That's a dodgy corner as well. But yeah, having the traction control off, stability control and all that, and with the ABS on, and the adaptive triggers on the PS5 controller, you can really feel it under the triggers. I mean, it must be immense on a wheel. I'd love to have a go of one, never mind own one. But that's the plan eventually, is to go on a setup and actually have a wheel. So we're still currently P10, taking this next corner. Again, you see how close it was to that little curbstone there. Okay, so just set the best sector for me. I think I'm definitely a little bit reserved with the power output after the bends and also the gear changes, but as I play more, I'll hopefully will come to me and what gears best to go in and out of the corner and stuff. Again, all close to that little curve on the right hand side there. Now take the left. As you can see at the bottom, guys, the tyres on the car, I can tell that they're very, very, very slightly shining red now, but again, we're coming up to the last lap. It has no effect on these races really. It's not even down enough to actually affect the car. It's just the condition of the tarmac that was making it quite slippy. Almost like a damp, oily track. Try and do that without getting a penalty, or worse, crashing into the barrier. So we are final lap, closing the gap now to those in front. There's a nice little group of them in front, and as you'll see, Ferrari span, we've gone down to P9. Someone ahead has a penalty. And this guy in front, RSP, in the next race, he pulls off on me one of the best finishes I think I've ever seen. He comes flying out of nowhere, literally undercuts me and takes third. So it's immense. He knocks me there, but causes himself more issues. McLaren is going to have a penalty to serve, so we're going to go straight through him. He has moved. We're now in P7, so one up from where we started. Flying down this tunnel again. I am aware this time around that Siraji is now in front of me. I do get very close to that wall there. And I'm panicking that I don't want to knock him off again. But obviously as I come around there then, I wasn't as wide, I was more on the the inside of me, like the left hand side of myself. I was closer to the wall, I felt like I could come through quicker. That lad's got a penalty. We've now gone to P6. There's still a car with a penalty, which means they're going to go well behind us when we finish. I'll try and catch Siraji here a little bit, but he's got quite a good out on that stretch, and we come through for end of race. So we did finish P5, and as you can see, Siraji did finish P4. That's due to penalties, as you can see. So we'll jump back to the screen now, and I just want to show you that I did message Siraji, as you'll see, and apologise for knocking him off. And you know, I just think it's courteous, guys. I mean, I know this is the D rating of driver rating and stuff, but I am trying to build it up to get to C, and then B, and then A, etc. We've gone up 3 positions, finished in 5th. We'll collect these, and you'll see now we go into chat, and I find his name at the top, hoping he hasn't already left. Put that I'm sorry, pops up there, and he comes back almost straight away. I was trying to see there if he'd left. It just come up that he joined, so obviously that was before. And he does message back in a second. And there you go. That was fun. So I just now throw him up a congratulations for coming 4th. I was happy with 5th myself, especially with getting a 3-second penalty. And then we jump to the next race, which is the same again, guys. It's the same track, same race. We will jump straight in. Please like and subscribe. As I said, guys, if you enjoy this sort of content, I am trying to get better. I'm trying to build my own confidence with talking and stuff. It's really hard at the moment because of how my setup is. But this time we are P5. And as I said on the last race, just watch this orange Mercedes RSP. I did want to check if it was a clean pass, to be honest, in terms of the way he come from behind me. I was convinced he'd gone off the track but hadn't got a penalty. But as I'll show you at the very end, we do check the replay, and he does look clean to me, so hats off to him. So here we go, race 2. Try and get on the slipstreams, try and make sure that we're sticking with them. That can be a really deceiving stop as well, with it being oily and almost damp. Them Mercedes, Mercedes AMGs, did you see the lift off he had, Dan? That is mental, pal. So we're watching out for not hitting people, slipping, putting too much throttle down. Someone comes up the outside of me. A little bit of a kick there. And as you'll see, I didn't have it on the radar. I put my brake helmets on. I'm sort of experimenting with that. So on the tracks where we've got more laps, like the Laguna Seca one, the brake biasing, I need to look at how it's wearing what tyres down. Do I go more front or rear? I'd like to do more videos on that sort of stuff as well, about how the cars are set up, why I choose what I choose, how I race. Really slippy. Coming around now, the orange AMG has just gone flying over the hill. There we go, P4, and on to lap 2. I've not yet used the AMG. It is a car that I will be buying and definitely having a go in. I am a Porsche fan. I've always, since I was a kid, I love Porsches. I just think they're really mean looking. So nice. Such beautiful engineering and design. straight. First place is just gone. So we are flying along, 0.8 of a second behind. Slowly gapping until we come to the bend. Again, I'm so cautious of that little curb sticking out. And I've tried on like the last race to come a little bit more in on that, but I think what I need to do is go way more to the right and come in with the curve rather than being too close to the left. I would have thought he was definitely off track then in front. It seemed like all his wheels were on the grass. A little bit of a kick there with both cars again. So now we are on lap 3. There's RSP in front. A little bit of a kick there again. You put the throttle down just a little bit too much, it starts wobbling. We're coming around now to again that other curb. I think RSP does actually hit it there. But again, we're still behind him. I hit that one. Using the power. I think that in the camera in the car is an R8 that's behind me. Audi R8. But it doesn't seem to sit in my slipstream. So I might have given the boost to get around me, but hey ho. Yeah, I am a bit more to the left there. I think I need to go more to the right, come across the left as I'm going around the bend. These pair are having a little battle. I think this game, the sound, the clunkiness, the gear changes, everything. It sounds amazing. So well done. Now, he's got half a second penalty there. And I do go for go around him. As I say, these things have so much power in them. He just fights me off there, back for third. So I'm now back in fourth. But I know he's got this half a second penalty, so I'm thinking in my head, the R8 isn't sitting behind me in the tunnel last time, so will he do it again this time? The Merc's got to actually sit and do his half a second. Doesn't seem a lot, but it's enough for me to get around. So at this stage I'm almost thinking, he's slowing down. Only that half a second, but it gives me enough to get past him. Trying to stay in the slipstream of the AMG in front. You can see in the camera that the R8 and the Merc are having a bit of a battle anyway. And the R8 does actually go past him there. And then he takes him again. I'm very wary that that car is quick. I don't want to make any mistakes at this point. But watch this for a finish. So at this stage I'm still thinking to myself, right, I'm third, but will I lost? Now look how far behind he is me there. How far behind he is. And he comes flying in there, flying around here. And watch this. I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, you know, he takes third, I take fourth. I'm happy with the results, don't get me wrong, but I just thought I want to check that replay. I want to see, was that, you know, was he off? Was he on all the grass? How did he get that speed on that last corner? But as you'll see in a minute, I do check the video, I save the video, I've skipped it, I've gone through it and I've edited it, so we just see the bit as he comes around. So we've got fourth, and we've got a clean race there, which is I'm happy about. So we save the replay, and let's get into that. So as you can see there he is, R8 behind him, I'm obviously in front, and I'm looking as he comes round here to this bit. He comes flying down here. He's fine there, and on this bit, that is what I thought he'd gone off on. That is just superb. I mean, I take my hat off to him. That is fantastic. And there we go. The race was done. So guys, there was the video. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. I have got other content ready. I'm just obviously editing and I'm a little bit behind. If you do enjoy this, please leave a comment. Please, you know, hit that like and subscribe button. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye guys.